Okay, I'm not sure at what point Sakinah Thoroughgood is gonna see this, but I did put her name in the title. So hopefully her and her criminal clan and all these illegal and unspeakable things that they do, will just finally be seen for what they really and truly are. I'll give people a chance to get up in here if anybody's up this early in the morning. I am up in the morning. And actually, honestly, to see the things I see, I'm not surprised. I mean, anything to draw attention away from the fact that, Well, first of all, Sakinah, let me say this. Congratulations on your revenue increasing on YouTube. Congratulations for that. I just want to put that out there first and foremost. Congratulations on getting more money. So I'm assuming, allowing your husband to rape your 8-year-old daughter, because your ass allowed it to happen. Don't ever get that twisted. Don't ever forget that part. Your ass allowed it to happen. And so what now? You're mother of the year? Oh, I'm going to sit around and let my husband rape my 8-year-old daughter. That's not why he beat your skull in. I mean, let's tell the truth about it. That ain't why he beat your skull in. It ain't because of your daughter being raped by your husband. And then you continue to have children with this man. No, your head was beat in after that. He busted your eardrum after that. He busted your eardrum after he raped your 8-year-old daughter. Well, no, correction, after you allowed him to rape your 8-year-old daughter. Because you allowed it. I mean, let's tell the truth about it. Where were you really when he was grooming her? Were you out making drug deliveries? Or were you out somewhere selling pussy? Let's talk about that part of it. How did he get to her in the first place? I mean, is that really the reason that he beat your head in? Because you caught him raping your daughter? That's not reason. Okay, you caught him raping your daughter and then he's going to turn around and beat your head in? No. That's not how it went. It didn't go like that. He beat your skull in after you had those other kids with him. I'm guessing he beat your skull in when you were selling pussy to random strangers on the street. That's what I'm guessing. Matter of fact, I'm willing to bet on it. But let's talk about these increased earnings that you've gotten. Okay, so your daughter, pretty much everybody on YouTube, if they don't already know, they will know that, the kind of camp you're running over there. And even before I get into the camp that you're running over there, to add insult to injury, to this day, you have ties and connections with a registered sex offender who's been convicted of touching underage girls. Even to this day, you have ties to Zillionaire Entertainment, aka David Dunston. You have ties to him. Even to this day. So, let me get this right. So, because your husband raped your daughter, now what? Y'all are coming up with some lie to say, what, my dad had sex with me? Okay, if that's what you need to do to get your clicks and your views and your subs, I mean, you know, and to increase your revenue, I mean, who would expect anything less than a mother that would get on here and openly admit what happened to their daughter so that they could get more YouTube earnings? How much was your earnings? I mean, really, how much was it worth it? To bring your daughter up on YouTube and have her admit out of her own mouth that her daddy raped her. How much is the payoff on that? I mean, break that part down to me. Was it what, an extra $1,000? But I guess it was worth it though, wasn't it? To get increased earnings. Hey world, you know, I allowed my husband to rape my 8-year-old daughter. I kept having children with him. To this days, I have connections and ties to a registered sex offender who does these type of unspeakable things to young girls. Same thing happened to mine, but worse. But I'm making a little bit more money on YouTube now. A moment of silence for a trashy ass mother running a trashy ass camp over there with trashy ass women who are like, okay, well, you know, yeah, you allowed this to happen to your daughter. Let me give you a donation. But now you're over on your platform because you're continuously speaking on me, from what I'm understanding. You know, I woke up to a link sent to me of you talking about me. Apparently, you're marketing one of Zillionaire Entertainment's, either one of his troll accounts or one of his pawns or minions or, you know, some tramp. And you're telling your people to go and subscribe to their channel. What, to take the attention off of you, to make up a lie about me and take the attention off of the fact that you sit around and allowed your husband to rape your 8-year-old daughter? How does that work? Is that why you came on here and defended Zillionaire Entertainment? I mean, it's not rocket science. Well, he's done his time. Leave the man alone. He's done his time. Whatever he did to those girls, he did his time. You're running a very sick camp over there. It's just as sick as the camp that he's running. How many other men did you offer up your daughter to? Because your husband definitely was not the only one. And it ain't no way he could have been the only one. When you up on here defending registered sex offenders, the same type of men who violate young girls. You know, the 8-year-old daughter, 8 years old, according to you. You walk in on him, on your husband raping your daughter, and then as a result of that, of just walking in on him doing that, he turns around and beats your skull in. That don't make no sense. This had been going on. Your ass knew about it. You allowed it to happen. You were fine with it. Obviously, you were fine with it. I mean, you're fine with bringing it up on YouTube to increase your earnings. I see so many similarities between you and Zillionaire Entertainment, aka David Dunston. Sakinah Thoroughgood, I see too many similarities. And I see those same similarities on all those women on your channel over there. Y'all some sick bitches. If I had to guess, y'all got daughters. What message is that sending? Okay, well, you know, I'm going to offer my daughter up to my husband at 8 years old to rape. I'm going to look the other way. The reason I missed it even before it happened is because I'm out somewhere, you know, making drug deliveries. Buying drugs, selling drugs, whatever it is that you're doing with drugs. I'm going to just offer up my 8-year-old daughter. And then I'm going to have her to come on here and validate that it happened. You didn't get a view off of that from me. I mean, you know, to me, that was lower than even allowing your daughter to get raped. But anything for a click, a view, and a sub and increased Google Adsense check, right? You're trash. You've always been trash. You associate with trash. Everybody over there is trash just like your ass is. I mean, she wasn't even in puberty. She hadn't even had her period. She hadn't even had her menstruation cycle. And she already knew about full-blown sex under her own roof by her own biological father, while her biological mother turned the other way and continued having babies with him. Make that make sense. Really, make that make sense. You know, I don't care what lie y'all make up about me, because y'all the ones that need this click, this view, this sub, this little change. That's what y'all need. But let's not try to throw the attention away from you, which is the truth, and make up a lie and try to throw it on me. Let's go back to the source. And if I had to guess, she still call you mama. Or mom or whatever it is. She don't know the definition of that word. She can't even be a mama to her own kids. Because she has a warped definition of what a mother is. A mother don't allow her husband to rape her 8-year-old daughter, cover it up, make up lies, saying, oh, I tried to fight him off and he beat my brains in and beat my skull in and busted my eardrum. And now, all of a sudden now, I got 3 more babies by this man. People not stupid. Those are facts. Making up a lie about me ain't gonna change that. Promoting a channel that's lying on me ain't gonna change the fact of what you allowed to happen to your 8-year-old daughter, bitch. You the grungiest, scummiest bitch on YouTube. Your daughter can't know what a mama is. She never had one. You just somebody that spit her out. But you were definitely not a mother to that woman. Because she's a woman now. I doubt she can be a mother to her kids at this point. But anything for a click, a view, a sub, and what? And a bigger AdSense check, huh? And let's talk about your unbreakable connection with the registered sex offender, violating underage girls, David Lloyd Dunston, aka Zillionaire Entertainment. Let's talk about your unbreakable connection with him. The same type of man that did unspeakable things to your daughter, you have ties with to this very day. Making up lies on me to throw attention away from you about the kind of mother that you're not able to be and was never able to be in your whole entire lifetime. And yet you keep my name in your mouth. Now when I get up on this bitch and start dragging you and your raped daughter for filth because your ass don't know how to be a mama to a young female daughter at 8 years old, don't say shit. Because it'll be the truth. It won't be no lie. I guess you go to sleep and wake up with me on your mind, don't you? Maybe you should have did that to your 8-year-old daughter and your husband never would have raped her ass. Try that. Try going to sleep thinking about your 8-year-old daughter under your roof, and then having her be the first thing on your mind every day when you wake up. Try doing that. But it's too late, ain't it? You can't go back in time and do that. Maybe if you had have done it, she never would have got raped. But you the bitch of the year, huh? You the trashiest person that even has the audacity to call themselves a mother that I've ever heard of. Is that what they do in Jamaica? Is that the standard? But wait, according to you, that ain't why you have PTSD. According to you, you don't have PTSD because of your daughter getting raped. It's something else. Personally, I think selling all that pussy and him beating your skull in, I think that's what it came from. That's what I think. Which had absolutely nothing to do with your daughter being raped. Emailed Zillionaire Entertainment lately? Have you emailed? Let me ask you something. Have you had any conversations or any kind of communications with any registered sex offenders this year? And we're just talking in 2020 alone. Remember, it started January the 1st, and today's June 14th. Had any behind the scenes conversations or communications with any registered sex offenders who have had inappropriate contact with underage girls? Of course you have. Of course you have. The bitch of the year. The grimiest bitch of the year. The slimiest bitch of the year. It ain't rocket science to know the kind of camp your ass running over there. A bunch of women who probably have offered up their own daughters. If I had to guess. This is not an isolated incident. There's a ring of y'all up on here. Is that what you were snatching? Female kids? Offering them up to these registered sex offenders and, rapists and all this other different stuff? Is that how you made your living? When you couldn't sell no pussy on the stroll? I mean, do tell. Because your PTSD has nothing to do with your husband raping your daughter. So do tell. We really would like to know. If I had to guess, your pussy wasn't the most popular pussy on the stroll. If I had to guess. But there's a lot of money in snatching up kids. And I would imagine female kids, you get even more money. Now, let me make sure I understand this now. There's accusations of you snatching up kids. Your own 8-year-old daughter was offered up to your husband to rape, and you kept having kids with him, and to this very day, you're communicating with a registered sex offender. Making up lies about me. But let's talk about the truth about y'all ass. Let's see now. You have prostitution in your past. He has prostitution in his past. Your daughter was raped by your husband. He has inappropriate contact with underage girls. You running scams, he running scams. You'll do anything for a click of view and a sub and a bigger AdSense check. He'll do anything for a click of view, a sub, and a AdSense check. The connections are obvious. What does your son think about his sister getting raped by his father? You kept having kids with him, and to this day, you communicating with the registered sex offender behind the scenes. In 2020, you're doing this. Because you only got one son, right? Wow. The bitch of the year. The grimiest bitch on YouTube. And everybody you associate with, I'm finding, is cut from that same damn cloth. And you go to bed and wake up with me on your mind. But your own 8-year-old daughter was the farthest thing from your mind while your husband was raping her ass. Make that make sense to me. A complete stranger. You never laid eyes on me in your lifetime. But your 8-year-old daughter is in the house with you every day. That don't make sense. What, did you have PTSD then? No, of course you didn't. Even somebody with PTSD got sense enough not to go around and keep having babies with a man that have raped their 8-year-old daughter. Even somebody with PTSD got sense enough not to do that. They not that damn out of their mind. You had sense enough to be out on the stroll selling pussy at a discount, right? But you didn't have sense enough to watch your 8-year-old daughter. You got sense enough to get on here and record videos defending registered sex offenders, but you don't have the wherewithal to watch your 8-year-old daughter that's under your own roof with you. You have the wherewithal to communicate in 2020 with convicted registered sex offenders, pedophiles, but you don't have the wherewithal to watch your 8-year-old daughter and prevent your husband from raping her, and to not keep having kids with him. Make that make sense. You have the wherewithal to tell people on your channel, oh, go subscribe to this channel. This should be interesting. Just because you allowed your husband to rape your daughter, don't think everybody in America is doing that shit. You's a grimy bitch. Just because you got a whole bunch of grimy, slimy ass bitches over there with you promoting and standing behind all the grimy shit you do, y'all in a class by yourself over there. Making up lies about me ain't gonna change your circumstances. I mean, aren't you today, like, really, aren't you really prostituting yourself, really, for a roof over your head? I mean, let's talk about that. I'm just seeing patterns. Disturbing patterns. You have a history of prostitution, and in 2020, You're prostituting yourself out for a roof over your head. You have a history of not having a problem with somebody raping your 8-year-old daughter, and to this day, in 2020, you're communicating with registered sex offenders. A million lies about me ain't gonna make you look no better, bitch. Plot, scheme, hoe, do whatever it is that you used to doing. You know, fiend out, geek out, do it all. It ain't no secret what kind of camp you running. It ain't no secret what kind of mother you are and have been. It ain't no secret what kind of bitch you is. You's a grimy bitch. That's no secret. A Google Adsense check ain't gonna change that. All that means is, you know what? You're a grimy bitch with a few more dollars in her pocket. That's all that means. Still out selling pussy for a roof over your head, communicating with registered sex offenders who do the same kind of things that you allowed your husband to do to your daughter. The bitch of the year. And there's so many of y'all up on here. You know what? We can go right back at it. Because the difference between me and other people up on here, I ain't gonna apologize for shit. The truth needs no apology. A drug dealing, fiend out, geeked out prostitute allowing her husband to rape her daughter, still having babies with the man, and to this day communicating with registered sex offenders who have a history of pimping out girls, allowing prostitution in his residence. There's a pattern with y'all. You know better than David Dunston AKA Zillionaire Entertainment, and he's no better than you. Y'all cut from the same cloth. You endorse prostitution. You lie. You're so desperate to survive. You count every nickel, penny, and dime up on here, ain't you? Admit it. If you could, you probably would have offered up your 8-year-old daughter to Zillionaire Entertainment. A moment of silence for grimy bitches up on YouTube. Surviving. Selling pussy for roofs over their heads. Surviving. Making drug deliveries daily. Surviving. selling pussy to complete strangers, surviving, counting clicks, views, subs, likes and dislikes, exploiting whoever they need to or have to survive. Y'all asses in survival mode. Every time I look around, you up on here. If I had to guess, when you should have been a mother to the 8-year-old daughter, every time you looked around, your ass was probably somewhere doing drugs. Making drug deliveries, picking them up, dropping them off, buying, selling. I mean, how could you not know your daughter's panties and stuff? I ain't supposed to be like that when she ain't even had no period. How could you not know that? You had to know. You knew it. PTSD don't cause women to allow their husbands to rape their 8-year-old daughters. You can't blame that on PTSD, bitch. You can't do it. You should have been a mother when you had the chance. You're incapable. A dog is a better mother to their puppies than you was to your daughter. Let's make that comparison. While you on here talk about, oh, even a dog love their puppies. Oh, so they love their puppies so much that they let their husband rape their daughter and turn the other way. And then bring their daughter up on YouTube to say, yeah, my daddy raped me. And yet, you so geeked out and fiended out. To this very day, you prostituting yourself for a roof over your head, bitch. You's a slimy, grimy bitch. I don't give a fuck what y'all put out about me. Truth or lies. It's not gonna change my circumstances. Not up in here. Not over here. I'm not in survival mode. Y'all are. COVID-19 got y'all ass on lockdown. See, you can't turn as many side tricks as you want to. So you just have to settle for a roof over your head. In exchange for just, offering up your body. That's what your life has been reduced to. You're a used up, washed up hoe. If I had to guess, your daughter is going to end up the same way. That's usually how it works. That's a cycle. Plotting and scheming with a registered sex offender. Because a video that I recorded has put a wild hair up both y'all ass. Both of y'all ass grimy. Both of y'all ass slimy. Both of y'all ass have done and or allowed unspeakable things to be done to young underage girls. You're birds of a feather. and you flock together. And the numbers make you feel important. You ain't nobody's mama. You a slimy trash hoe of a mom. That's what your son need to be telling you. I wouldn't claim a mama like you. I wouldn't claim her. Not one that's gonna, sit around, let my daddy rape me at 8 years old, throw it all over YouTube for clicks, views, and subs and a bigger AdSense check. Bring me on YouTube and say, yeah, my daddy raped me. And yet at the same time, I'm prostituting myself for a roof over my head, geeking and fiending daily, making drug deliveries, riding around all day, plotting and scheming. And then on top of it, I'm communicating with a registered sex offender behind the scenes. To this day, I'm doing that. Make that make sense. Explain that away. Oh, let's just make up this lie about him and it'll take the attention off of me. No, bitch, the attention ain't gonna never be taken off of you. You don't want to go head to head with me again, bitch. I'll drive your ass over the edge and make your ass jump. Every day I get on here and tell everybody what you allowed your husband to do to your daughter. And yet you tricking for a roof over your head daily. Count nickels, pennies, and dimes for lies to support your drug habit. While you're in cahoots with a registered sex offender. Make that make sense. To anybody with a brain cell, that works. You's a grimy tramp hoe. A geeked out, fiend out, perverted hoe bitch of a mama. That's what your ass is. Try going to bed and waking up thinking about that daughter that you've been exploiting on here for coins. Exploiting her rape for coins. Go to bed every day and wake up every day thinking about that shit. That's what you need to be doing for the rest of your days. That alone is enough to make your ass jump off of the damn cliff, bitch. That alone. Look how many lives you done fucked up. And you have a son. I guess you think they ain't smart enough to figure out what you doing. You over there hoeing yourself for a roof over your head so you can have somewhere to live stream from and exploit your daughter's rape and communicate with registered sex offenders for a YouTube come up because your ass is in constant survival mode and you always will be. Get used to the situation you in now, bitch. You're gonna be selling pussy the rest of your days. Associating yourself with 1,000 trashy mothers trashy black women who condone the things you allow to happen to your daughter ain't gonna change nothing. That's the problem. You're too concerned about, oh, well, it's not just me. There's 1,000 of us over here. Yeah, 1,000 trashy, slimy, grimy ass bitches like you, who I have no problem calling their ass out. The same thing probably happened to y'all ass. Y'all can make up whatever lies you want on me. It ain't gonna change your situation. You a hoe to this day. As of this moment, you still a hoe. You still a geek. You still a fiend. You still a pervert. You still sliming. You still grinding. You still in survival mode. You trash. Of course you're not going to be the only piece of trash in the receptacle. People put trash in the trash. So you fit right in. Keep me off of your mind, bitch. And try to fix your fucked up daughter. She got to be fucked up to get up on YouTube and say, my daddy raped me. That alone is fucked up. Record this, bitch. Subscribe to this, bitch. Get a click, a view, and a sub off of this, bitch. You grimy. You a grimy hoe. A grimy burnt hoe. Your pussy burnt. That man gotta be desperate. But, he got pussy at will. So, he just got a hole to put his dick in. That's it. PTSD or not, geek or not, fiend or not, rape my daughter or not. How many more men did you offer up your daughter to? Believe me, if she was raped once, she was raped more than once. If her own daddy raped her, it ain't no if. She been raped by more than her daddy. And you know it. That's probably why your ass got PTSD. You probably was on the stroll selling pussy. They saw your daughter. And they got to your daughter through your ass. And if they had to beat your skull in to rape her again and again and again, that's probably what they did. But you the bitch of the year, right? No. You just a grimy bitch. You just a slimy bitch.